Hello, ETT lovers. Wlad here, your Brazilian coach. Welcome to 11 Table Tennis Advanced Training Program. It's time to take your game to the next level. Today, let's see in details a counter loop situation. On your ball machine, let's check the session 5 for today's training. We have a 5.1 forehand loop, 5.2 backhand loop, and 5.3 random loop. When you are in the middle of a rally, very often we end up in a counter loop situation where we don't want to be too passive, just blocking our opponent's loops, but we rather want to keep the pace, not taking risks. So if we are too close to the table, we don't have time to swing and rotate the body to send this ball with power. But if we step back, we have more space and time to counter loop in a safe way. Close to the table, we need a short motion. But if we step back, we need a bigger motion in order to send a deep counter loop on our opponent's table. You need to adjust the angle of your racket according to the power you can generate. So if you have time to generate a lot of power, you can close the angle. If not, you have to adjust and open the angle a little bit more. Notice that my angle has to generate some arc to be safe. If your loop is too flat from here, it's easy to miss. And if for some reason you are late or out of balance, you need more control, open the angle, send a higher arc. This way you don't spend too much energy and can control the ball easier. Brush the top of the ball using your wrist and engage your whole body. And now let's talk about some variations. If you want to cross-court this ball, send it diagonally, you can close the angle and hook the ball, engaging your whole body. You can even take this ball slightly in front of you. But if you want to send this ball down the line, you can let the ball come closer to your body, a shorter motion with the angle open to send this ball down the line with more control. The table is shorter down the line, so if you stretch too much your motion, maybe you're gonna miss the table. And we can also have variations with side spin. This is something we have to understand. When someone loops a ball, a top spin, this top spin makes the middle, the center of the ball, heavier, spinning. But the sides, both sides of the ball, are not spinny at all. So this is a rule. Every time you go with the spin, which means the spin is in the middle of the ball and you're gonna hit the middle of the ball, could be top of the ball as we are doing, or could be a chop under the ball. You have to do it with a lot of intensity. You have to brush well enough according to what your opponent is doing. You cannot be weaker than your opponent. It's just like arm wrestling. Both fighters are doing the same thing, and the one who does it harder wins. So if you're going with the spin, you have to be at least as hard as your opponent or even higher than that. Which means, in this case, the spin of the ball is in the center, in the middle. So if you choose one of the sides, there's no spin there. So you can be more gentle. You don't hit as hard, but it's a variation of spin and placement that can trick your opponent. On the forehand side, the easiest way is choosing the right side of the ball because it's anatomically more natural. On the backhand side is the opposite, we're gonna see in a moment. So I'm hitting in the middle of the ball I need a lot of pressure. But if I choose sideways, I go slowly, more gentle, carrying the ball, touching the side of the ball, and not making too much effort. I have to relax a little bit more, find this angle sideways, and let the ball get closer to me in order to hook this ball with a better angle. It's not as fast or as powerful, but it's an option as a variation. I can always choose the left side of the ball with my forehand. It's harder for most of the players, but it's also possible, especially if the ball is more in the center of the table or more towards the backhand side and you choose to use your forehand. So this is a possibility. You have to be lower with your body, much lower than the right side of the ball, and you have to adjust your grip to hit in the right angle. Another detail, if the ball is closer to your body, it's easier to do left side. If the ball is far from your body, right side is easier, like this. On the backhand side, it's pretty much the same, but now you have to take the ball more in front of you, never sideways, because it's harder to find the angle. We don't have body rotation to help as much as we have on the forehand side, but we have more wrist to brush. So again, if you're too close to the table, you're going to be probably more passive, or you're going to have less time to be more aggressive, and your motion has to be shorter. If you step back, you can let your arm go, let the elbow go, and engage your whole body, lowering the body, waiting for the ball, and then lifting up. Exactly as we've seen in the forehand side, the backhand side can also be done with side variations. So again, you have to be gentle, you have to carry the ball, guiding the ball longer, keeping the ball with you, not hitting too hard. The side of the ball is lighter. We say it's dead in terms of spin. But now, anatomically, left side of the ball for the backhand is easier. And the right side, you have to lower the body a little bit more, and you need the ball more in the center of the body, close to your shoulder, to generate some spin and control. Let the ball get closer to you and find the left side angle. You have to lift your elbow to find this angle easier. Don't hit too hard. Guide the ball, brushing on the side, on the left side of the ball, your left side. Notice how my racket is pointing down more than if I would hit the mid of the ball. We go against the spin, not hitting too hard. When we hit the left side, the elbow goes up in order to make the racket pointing down. But now for the right side is the opposite. The elbow goes down and we have to keep the head of the racket high, pointing up to brush on the right side of the ball. The wrist in this shot is the most important thing, because anatomically it's not very easy compared to the left side of the ball. So now that you feel confident on both sides, you can choose to check box 5.3, which is a random loop. You can practice your loops all over the table. And remember, if you go with the spin, hitting the ball where the spin is higher, in this case, in the center of the ball, you have to brush harder and you can generate more power, be more aggressive. If you choose one of the sides of the ball, be more gentle, be more careful, because the ball can fluctuate easier and you can lose control. So this is it for today. Take your time practicing all the variations to see what suits you better. And in the next video, we're gonna learn how to deal with a right side spin counter loop. Download this ball machine setup to follow the whole advanced training program. If you wanna learn more about this specific technique, consider having a private session with me sometime where I can help you adjusting to your game. All details and my contacts are in the description below. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave in the comment section. Have fun and I'll see you soon.